Greet you in divine love on today. I come to begin to minister to some of my brothers on today. I don't know when or where or how you may reach this video, but this one's for you, my brother. And I want to tell you that you are on the mind and the heart of God. And all you have to do is just be motivated about what God is saying and telling you to do in this hour and in this season. I just want you to begin to know that you know without a shadow of a doubt that God is calling some of you to transition from one city to the next, from one state to another, and you are beginning to embark upon a realm that you've never encountered before. And some of you are making some big moves. You just have to you're going to have to begin to pack up and just leave everything behind and go to where your God ordained spouse is. Some of you may strategically plan, and some may just abruptly move, and it will be still a smooth transition when you move, because God is allowing you to move in this time and in this season. So fear not in this hour, that you are in the right place. You have heard from God. I don't know you and you don't know me. But with that being said, I know the Lord and you know the Lord, and I am a mouthpiece for him. So with me giving this word, you just know that this is your confirmation in this hour and in this season, and that God wants to bless you. So he said the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord. And they are. And so I'm just telling you today, my friend, if God telling you to pack up and move from one state to another, begin to obey God. Because one thing about it, obedience is better than sacrifice. And one thing about it, when we obey God, we can't go wrong. If we know his voice and he leading us and guiding us and directing us in which way to go, I'm telling you, you can't go wrong in this hour and in this season. So if you are listening to the voice of God and not the voice of the stranger, you got this. Because why? You are allowing God to lead, guide, and direct you. The Bible tells us to trust in the Lord and lean not to our own understanding, but in all our ways acknowledge him, and he will direct our path. And if you are wanting him to direct your path, and you might not be in agreement with the move, because you have accomplished and accumulated, this, that, and the other, that does not matter. God wants to give you better. He wants to give you a new start. He wants to give you a new life. He wants to give you that favor that is connected to your God ordained spouse. And this is reason why you have to move. Some of you, I don't know who this is for, but I know this for somebody, because God gave me this 2 days ago, and he just brought it back. I was sitting here doing something else, and he brought it back to my remembrance, and I said, Lord, forgive me, and I'm going to make it right, and I'm going to make the video right now. And so here I am bringing you your confirmation. So don't allow fear to grip your heart in this season and in this hour. Why? Because God is moving. He's leading you and guiding you. You are your own worst enemy. You're hindering yourself. You have delayed and put it behind you long enough. You have wasted time long enough trying to please everybody else, trying to just make sure everybody else was straight. Everybody living but you. Everybody enjoying their life but you. You're just going around and around in circles. And then until you jump off that merry-go-round and get tired of being dizzy up from that merry-go-round that you on, and that cycle of sameness, then guess what? Can't nobody do it but you. So I'm here to tell you today, my brother, begin to get out your own way and obey God. Whatever he's telling you to do, God could be telling you to move from South Africa to America. He's been then probably told you 3 to 6 months ago to get your visa, and you're steady procrastinating. God wants to begin to move you and shift you into this new place that he has for you. And I'm telling you, you asking God to do different things, such as, Lord, where is my wife? Lord, is this my wife? And God have showed you time after time after time again that the individual does belong to you, but you're just not moving. You allowing so many things to come in and creep in and get in your ear and in your spirit until it's drowning out the voice of God, and then you begin to self-sabotage yourself by allowing all these things to come into your spirit and into your ear gate. So begin to clear out the clutter in this hour and in this season. And when God say move, move, because you can't go wrong if you are hearing his voice. If you know his voice, he said, for my sheep know my voice, and a stranger's voice they will not follow. So I'm telling you, you can't go wrong if you know the voice of God in this hour and in this season. So whatever he's telling you to do in this hour and in this season, make sure you're doing it to the best of your ability, that you're not self-sabotaging everything that come your way concerning this move, concerning this shift, because this right here will be the biggest shift of your life and of your I just say career path for some, because God ready to connect you. The Bible tells us that he that findeth a wife findeth favor and obtain favor from the Lord. So my thing to you today, get with that God ordained spouse. And some of you are holding yourself up. You have procrastinated long enough. You have made excuses long enough. You have just begun to get in your way long enough, and you're holding up the process of the next move. This is why nothing is happening, because God wants you to move from that city. He wants you to move from that state. He wants you to move from that nation to another nation. So whoever this is for, I'm just obeying God. I'm just the mailman, and I'm coming to deliver the mail. And so if it's got your name on it, answer it, respond to it, and move. Don't let the enemy trick you out of what God has for you in this season and in this hour. Don't let the enemy trick you by saying, that ain't God. She ain't speaking. That ain't God speaking through her. Don't allow him to play with your mind in this hour. Don't give him no more. You done gave him, listen. You done gave him enough tension. You done gave him enough glory and credit. Now it's time for you to take your authority, and it's time for you to move and do what God is calling you to do. You have stayed at this mountain long enough. I admonish you today to begin to move out from where you are and begin to obey God no matter what. By any means necessary is what I was looking for. By any means necessary, make it happen. If you have to walk off and leave everything that you have, if God is saying, sometimes God will tell certain individuals to do that. I have seen testimonies where he have told different ones, to walk off and leave everything you have. You study, ponder, what I'm going to do with this, what I'm going to do with that. Don't worry about none of that. Begin to move out of your own way and stop self-sabotaging what God is telling you to do. Stop going back and forth with God. It's like you playing patty cake with him. It's like you're playing Russian roulette with your life, if you really want the truth, because he done told you what this next move is all about. But can't nobody make you move. You got to want to move for yourself. And he only gonna wait so long before he begin to move out. Sometimes God can give us an assignment to do, and we'll be like, I don't want to do that. And I'm just speaking from experience right here, where he has told me to do certain things, and next thing I know, somebody else is doing it. Why? Because I didn't do what he said do, and I'm knowing that he called me to do it, and he told me to do it. So that's with you. If you don't move out, God will begin to remove that woman of God that he has for you and give her to somebody else. She can't keep on holding up the process, waiting for you and your study, self-sabotaging the move. You have to begin to just say, trust God, and move doubt and fear out the way. because that's what it is. You're fearing. Don't be fretful in this hour. It's time to be courageous. It's time to be bold. And I'm telling you, because that's what the enemy don't want. He don't want the connection to be made. Once the connection is made, I'm telling you, there's nothing that the enemy can stop, because you and your God ordained spouse will begin to know and to see the things of God being brought into divine alignment for such a time as this. And I'm telling you, I know this was God. I don't make videos dealing with prophetic words concerning God ordained spouses, because I know that's a popular thing for some. And I'm not trying to get the people, the men, the women all roused up and, things of that nature. I am not. That is not my job. And I will not do something that I ain't called to do. But I'm here to tell you on today, begin to get out your own way, my brother, and allow God to use you in this hour. God got great things for you, but he can't move with you beginning to hog tie him and putting him in a box. Some of y'all got God in the box and he started saying, let me out, let me out, let me out. It's like y'all can't even hear him saying, let me out. He wants to expand your horizon. He wants to begin to give you what belongs to you that you were supposed to have 15 years ago, 20 years ago. 5 years ago, even a year ago, some of you, but you're standing in your way. So with that being said today, my friend, stop self-sabotaging yourself in this hour and in this season. Stop talking yourself out of your blessing and allow God to make that divine connection with you and your God-ordained spouse. You know who she is. You know where God's sending you. Get out of your own way today and allow God to have his way and make that divine connection, because before you know it, you will see so many things that you have been trying to do for years. You're going to begin to see them manifest within 3 to 6 months, 6 months to a year. I'm telling you, God is going to supply your every need once you obey and connect and plug in to the surge of your God-ordained spouse. You will begin to see and you will begin to know that God has done this. It is yours truly, Raw Truth and Uncut. I'm telling you, begin to obey God in this hour and in this season, my brother. I'm telling you, don't hold up yourself in this hour. God have great things and you're holding yourself up. Don't beat yourself up, but put your faith on the line and step out and launch out into the deep in this hour and in this season. It's up from here. You're already down. It's only up from here. So pick yourself up and begin to move around for such a time as this, and know that God got great things for you in this hour and in this season. I'll see you next time. Be blessed until then. But when you begin to make the connection, come back and leave a comment in the comment section giving me a testimony. I truly thank you and appreciate you for obeying God and believing in the God in me. I thank and appreciate you. Be blessed. Until next time.